Prepare yourself for a whirlwind tour of the world's most powerful nations with incredible geography facts you probably never knew. These countries aren't just big on the map, they're packed with surprises that will make you double take. We are diving into the little-known quirks of these global giants. Ready to see the world through a new lens? Let's get started. 1. Brazil is like the ultimate social butterfly of South America, bordering every country on the continent, except for two elusive outliers, Chile and Ecuador. This fun fact highlights Brazil's massive reach, wrapping itself around almost the entire continent like a geographical hug. 2. Russia isn't just vast, it's astronomically huge. Stretching over 4,660 miles from Kaliningrad to Chukotka, Russia is wider than Pluto. Imagine a country so vast that it could outstretch a dwarf planet. It's a celestial-level giant right here on Earth. 3. Australia is so expansive. It's more comprehensive than the moon. With its east-to-west stretch measuring approximately 4,000 kilometers, this land down under outdoes our lunar neighbor, which has a diameter of just 3,474 kilometers. Talk about some Aussie-sized severe scale. 4. The United States shares the longest land border in the world with Canada, stretching a whopping 8,891 kilometers. This border is not long, it's legendary, winding through forests, lakes, and even bustling cities. It's the ultimate neighborly connection, spanning an entire continent. 5. China's Great Wall isn't just a wall, it's the most extended artificial structure on Earth, stretching over 21,196 kilometers. This ancient marvel, visible from space, is a testament to human ingenuity and perseverance. It's not just a barrier, it's a journey through history that stands the test of time. 6. Here's another one. Canada isn't just large, it's coast to coast to coast vast, boasting the longest coastline of any country in the world. Measuring an incredible 125,567 miles, it's a shoreline lover's paradise, touching 3 oceans, Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic. Canada's edge truly defines endless horizons. 7. India is a land of contrasts. While it's the 7th largest country by land area, it has the 2nd largest population with over 1.4 billion people. This densely populated giant is a vibrant mosaic of cultures, languages, and traditions, making it one of the planet's most diverse and dynamic countries. 8. Argentina's Aconcagua mountain isn't just tall, it's the giant of the southern and western hemispheres. Standing at an awe-inspiring 6,961 meters, this peak towers over its Andean neighbors, making it the highest point in both hemispheres. It's the ultimate challenge for mountaineers and adventurers, offering breathtaking views and a truly epic climb. 9. Kazakhstan is a landlocked titan, holding the title of the largest landlocked country in the world. Spanning a massive 2.7 million square kilometers, it's a country of vast steppes, ancient trade routes, and endless horizons. Despite being landlocked, its sheer size gives it a presence that's anything but confined. 10. Algeria is the heavyweight champion of Africa, being the continent's largest country and the 10th largest in the world. It covers 2.38 million square kilometers and is a land of deserts, mountains, and a rich history. Algeria's scale is as grand as its culture, from the sweeping sands of the Sahara to the bustling streets of Algiers. 11. The Congo River is a deep dive into the unknown. As the deepest river in the world, with depths exceeding 220 meters, it's a waterway of mystery and might. This colossal river snakes through the heart of Africa, nourishing lush rainforests and harboring secrets in its shadowy depths. 12. Greenland is the world's largest island, which isn't a continent, stretching across a staggering 2.166 million square kilometers. Though covered in ice, its size is anything but frozen in time. As a part of Denmark, this massive island is a land of glaciers, fjords, and endless Arctic adventure. 13. Saudi Arabia is one of those places that defies expectations. It's the largest country in the world without a single river. Instead of flowing rivers, Saudi Arabia taps into underground aquifers and uses cutting-edge desalination technology to keep the water flowing. It's a desert kingdom that's mastered the art of water management. 14. Mexico's got coastlines for days. With over 9,330 kilometers of beautiful beaches along the Pacific Ocean and the Gulf of Mexico, there's no shortage of seaside spots to explore. From Cancun's party vibes to Oaxaca's laid-back shores, Mexico's coastline is as diverse as its culture. 15. Talk about island living. Indonesia is the world's largest archipelago, with more than 17,000 islands to its name. About 6,000 islands are inhabited, each offering its slice of paradise. 16. Sudan used to be the big guy in Africa, before South Sudan became independent in 2011. Even after the split, it's still one of the continent's largest countries, covering 1.86 million square kilometers. With its vast deserts and rich history, Sudan remains significant in Africa. 17. Libya's severe Mediterranean real estate. Its coastline stretches over 1,770 kilometers, making it the longest in North Africa. From ancient ruins by the sea to modern ports, Libya's coastline blends history and natural beauty, offering a glimpse into a country with a storied past. 18. Here's one about Iran. So Iran is seriously mountainous, like really highly mountainous. The Zagros and Alborz mountain ranges stretch across the country, covering a huge chunk of its territory. Whether skiing near Tehran or hiking in the remote Zagros, these mountains are a big deal in Iran, shaping its landscapes, culture, and weather. 19. Mongolia takes the cake for being the world's least densely populated country. With only about 2 people per square kilometer, it's a place where you can get away from it all. Picture vast steppes, endless skies, and more horses than humans. It's a true escape into nature, where solitude reigns. 20. Peru's Amazon basin is a natural wonder, covering more than 60% of the country. It's one of the most biodiverse spots on the planet, teeming with wildlife, plants, and ecosystems that you won't find anywhere else. This lush green paradise is like nature's treasure chest, just waiting to be explored. 21. Lake Chad used to be one of Africa's significant wetlands, but it has sadly shrunk by 90% since the 1960s due to climate change. What was once a massive lake is now a shadow of its former self, highlighting the impact that environmental changes can have on our world's most vital resources. 22. The Sahara Desert dominates Niger, covering more than 80% of its land area. It's one of the driest places on Earth, where the desert stretches as far as the eye can see. Life here revolves around the harsh realities of the desert, with its endless sands and scorching heat shaping everything in Niger. 23. Angola has some serious oceanfront property. Its coastline on the Atlantic stretches for 1,650 kilometers, making it one of the longest in southern Africa. This scenic coastline blends beautiful beaches, bustling ports, and rich marine life, offering a glimpse into Angola's vibrant connection with the sea. 24. Mali is home to the mighty Niger River, the third longest river in Africa, stretching over 4,180 kilometers. This river is the region's lifeblood, winding its way through the heart of West Africa. It supports agriculture, fishing, and trade, making it essential to the livelihoods of millions of people. 25. South Africa doesn't play by the rules. It has 3 capital cities. That's right, Pretoria is the administrative capital, Bloemfontein is the judicial capital, and Cape Town is the legislative capital. Each city plays a unique role in the government, making South Africa a fascinating mix of cultures and governance styles. 26. Ethiopia isn't just ancient. It's also the most populous landlocked country in the world, with over 114 million people. Despite having no coastline, Ethiopia has a rich history, vibrant culture, and a booming population, making it a significant player in Africa. It's a land of coffee, ancient empires, and incredible diversity. 27. Bolivia's Salar de Uyuni is otherworldly. Literally. It's the largest salt flat in the world, covering a staggering 10,582 square kilometers. During the rainy season, it turns into a giant mirror, reflecting the sky in such a surreal way that it feels like you're walking on clouds. It's nature's masterpiece. 28. Colombia is the only South American country with coastlines on the Atlantic, Caribbean Sea, and Pacific Oceans. This gives it a unique geographical advantage and a stunning variety of beaches and marine life. Colombia has it all, whether you're surfing on the Pacific side or soaking up the Caribbean sun. 29. Ukraine is the largest country entirely within Europe, covering 603,500 square kilometers. From the historic streets of Kyiv to the vast plains of the steppe, Ukraine is a land of rich history and diverse landscapes. It's a country with deep cultural roots and a strategic position at the crossroads of Europe. 30. Madagascar isn't just an island, it's massive. As the 4th largest island in the world, it covers nearly 587,000 square kilometers, 226,658 square miles. This biodiversity hotspot is home to thousands of species that can't be found anywhere else on Earth, making it truly unique. 31. France is the master of time zones, with 12. Thanks to its overseas territories scattered across the globe, France covers more time zones than any other country. Whether it's morning in Paris or evening in Tahiti, France has its fingers in many different time pies. 32. Papua New Guinea is home to the planet's 3rd largest rainforest, trailing only the Amazon and the Congo Basin. This lush green paradise is a biodiversity wonderland filled with countless species of plants and animals, many of which are found nowhere else on Earth. It's a living treasure trove of nature. 33. Turkey is a country that straddles 2 continents, Europe and Asia. The Bosporus Strait separates these 2 landmasses, making Turkey one of the few transcontinental countries in the world. This unique position has made Turkey a cultural and historical crossroads for centuries, where East truly meets West. 34. Myanmar's Irrawaddy River is a lifeline for the country, stretching over 2,170 kilometers, 1,348 miles, through its heart. As one of Southeast Asia's longest rivers, it supports agriculture, trade, and life along its banks, weaving through landscapes rich in history and culture. 35. Zambia shares the incredible Victoria Falls with Zimbabwe, one of the world's largest and most famous waterfalls, known locally as Mosi Oa Tunya, meaning the smoke that thunders. This awe-inspiring waterfall is a natural wonder, drawing visitors from around the globe to witness its breathtaking beauty and power. 36. Thailand might be the 50th largest country by area, but it punches way above its weight weight in population, ranking 21st globally. This makes it one of the most densely populated countries in Southeast Asia. From bustling Bangkok to serene rural villages, Thailand's energy and rich culture are packed into every corner of this nation. 37. Afghanistan's Wakhan Corridor is a fascinating sliver stretching to the border with China. It's one of the world's most remote and isolated regions, where rugged mountains and ancient trade routes make modern conveniences feel like a distant dream. It's a true adventure waiting to be explored. 38. Somalia boasts the longest coastline in mainland Africa, stretching over 3,333 kilometers, 2,071 miles, along the Indian Ocean. This vast, sandy expanse is beautiful and rich in maritime history, with centuries of trade and culture flowing through its ports and beaches. 39. Pakistan's K2 is not just a mountain, it's a legend. Standing tall at 8,611 meters, 28,251 feet, K2 is the second highest mountain in the world and one of the most challenging climbs for mountaineers. 40. Vietnam's coastline is an impressive stretch of beauty and history, running over 3,260 kilometers, 2,030 miles, along the South China Sea. From the iconic Halong Bay to the pristine beaches of Da Nang, this extensive coastline plays a vital role in Vietnam's culture, economy, and tourism. 41. Finland isn't just the land of 1,000 lakes, it's the land of hundreds of thousands. With over 187,000 lakes, Finland has more lakes per capita than any other country. These pristine bodies of water are perfect for fishing, swimming, and soaking in the stunning natural beauty that defines this Nordic paradise. 42. Norway's Sognefjord is like the granddaddy of fjords, long, deep, and utterly breathtaking, stretching over 205 kilometers, 127 miles, and plunging to depths of 1,308 meters. It's the longest and deepest fjord in Europe. This majestic natural wonder is a must-see for any nature lover. 43. Malaysia is a country with a split personality, in the best way. It's divided into two central regions, Peninsular Malaysia and East Malaysia, which sits on the island of Borneo. Separated by the vast South China Sea, these regions offer a rich tapestry of cultures, landscapes, and wildlife, making Malaysia a genuinely diverse and fascinating destination. 44. Egypt's Nile River is the lifeblood of the nation and the world's longest river, stretching about 6,650 kilometers from its source deep in Africa to the Mediterranean Sea. This ancient river has nourished civilizations for thousands of years and is a vital source of life and culture. 45. Morocco's Atlas Mountains are a rugged backbone stretching about 2,500 kilometers across the country, from the Atlantic coast to the Algerian border. These mountains are home to traditional Berber villages, stunning landscapes, and some of the highest peaks in North Africa, making them a haven for adventurers and nature lovers. 46. Chile is the skinniest giant on the map, being the longest north-south country in the world, stretching over 4,300 kilometers along South America's western edge. Chile's narrow strip of land encompasses everything from deserts to glaciers. 47. Italy is like the world's greatest open-air museum. With 58 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, it has more than any other country. From the ruins of Pompeii to the grandeur of Florence's cathedrals, Italy's rich history and culture are preserved in these stunning sites scattered across the country. 48. Japan is an island lover's paradise, with over 6,800 islands. But here's the kicker. Just 4 of those islands, Honshu, Hokkaido, Kyushu, and Shikoku, make up about 97% of the country's total land area. The rest are like hidden gems in the vast Pacific. 49. South Korea's got the world's most heavily militarized border, the Korean Demilitarized Zone, DMZ. This tense, yet strangely peaceful strip of land separates it from North Korea and is a unique combination of political significance and untouched nature, where wildlife thrives amid one of the world's most guarded areas. 50. The United Kingdom is a patchwork of 4 distinct nations: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Each has its own unique culture, traditions, and history, yet they come together to form one of the most influential countries in the world. It's a small island with a big impact. 51. New Zealand was the first country in the world to grant women the right to vote in 1893. This progressive move set the stage for global gender equality and highlighted New Zealand's forward-thinking culture. The stunning landscapes, from the Southern Alps to the rolling green hills, are just a bonus, and this is the end of our video. Did you know that New Zealand was such a pioneer in women's rights? Which other country's surprising history are you curious about? Let us know, and see you in the next of Earth Basics.